Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. On the visitor sideline, Patriot head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys were winners a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row in this one. His counterpart on the Ravens side is John Harbaugh. His guys stuck in a bit of... Settle in, we think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go here in Baltimore. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. Biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Second and inches. They'll toss right side to Stevenson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. Inside the 30. Antonio Gibson, touchdown Patriots. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
The extra point is good. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
And he's coming off a game where he was pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. And he had a couple nice throws mixed in, a couple decent drives here and there, but the inability to find the end zone, of course, he had the 1 interception. So a lot to clean up, a lot to improve. Not just him, but frankly, the entire offense.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. Now the first carry for King Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
For another Baltimore Raven.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. First shot, Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Patriots offense ready to get going with their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Here's May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 14 on that play, one first down. They'll run here with Gibson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 5. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
38-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, New England.
They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So, from the 37, here's second and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Working out of the gun, it's May. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
It's a bootleg with Jackson. Moving left. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. They'll run it with Henry. He's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up to the 42.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. That's pitch over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At their 49-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. From just shy of midfield, here's second down as we are ready to get back underway. Jackson now on second down. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jackson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
He'll try and run for this with Henry. Oh, yeah. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
28 yards.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal.
Baltimore Raven.
Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, second down and goal.
A pickup of 2.
Again, it'll be Henry. And he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Marcus Jones now to return.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 29 yards.
To throw on first down is May.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, here's a run with Stevenson. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Raquan Smith there to bring him down. Don't need much. It is third and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. First and 10 now from the 36. A carry now for Gibson. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Raquan Smith.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And his numbers this season, eye-popping in a lot of categories. Let's just show you one. He is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Robert Spillane spills him there. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
34-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is brought in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a big one for the Ravens. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore. After this, they'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's in! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Luke now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens are out to a 21-10 lead.
Patriots 10.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Jones now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. Throwing is May. We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson.
May's pass.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Stevenson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
May gonna look to throw. He'll find his man. That's Kendrick Bourne. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47.
May to the air once more. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
And the Patriot 1st down.
May to throw again. This one complete to Bourne. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 16
Throw again is made. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
May's pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
First down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7th. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wit's end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd down, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Fry. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
14 yards. That's good.
Play action now, Jackson. Now he'll run. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
10 more yards. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 41.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. Here's a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 37-yard line.
They'll go again here with Henry. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Left side into the hands of Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for three, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. He'll get this one out to his fullback. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
May to throw on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play.
And in motion, it's Diggs. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And a Patriot first down.
May gonna hold on to this one. Yeah. And he's gonna be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Patriots.
Throwing on first and 10 is May. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
Throwing on second down, May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Third, they need 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This one taken at the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. Jackson now to throw on first down. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the handoff, running left is Henry. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. That's Carlton Davis, bringing an end to that one. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and
From the gun, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Jones now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
First down, New England.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Working out of the gun, it's May. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run here with Gibson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots first down.
Here's May. Sure pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
They'll run on first down with Stevenson. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is May. To the left side, he's got Henry. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down.
To throw now, May. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Stevenson. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
On second down, it's May. He'll get this off to Stevenson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12. And a Patriot first down.
On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Stevenson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown, New England.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. A give right up the middle to Henry. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 top yards out of that one. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Lamar gonna hang on to it. And he's got another one. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think the quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
Ravens 38, Patriots 20.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. May going up top on 2nd down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Patriots.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Gibson. Wow. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st down, New England.
Throwing now is May. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. And a few kneel down should come close to closing this one out, depending on whether or not the defense wants to use those 2 timeouts they have left. But it really would just prolong what seems to be inevitable. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Gonna go right back to Henry. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. They bounced back from the loss last week. They will put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.